President Barra Jagdeo says he needs the assurance that the political and economic model being proposed for regional integration will be successful.
Several businesses record increased sales and are confident that the visitor arrivals for CARIFESTA 10 is a main contributory factor.
And the Ministry of Health's smoke-free campaign at all CARIFESTA sites has been enhanced, with additional health workers monitoring those venues.
Judiciary, health tips, and of course the latest sporting action in the Diamond Mineral Water and NCN Sport News and more after these. Good evening, I'm Delicia Fletcher.
And I'm Paul Moore.
With this edition of the 6 o'clock news for today, Tuesday, August 26, 2008. Here's what's happening, Paul.
Thanks, Delicia. President Barra Jagdeo says he needs the assurance that the political and economic model being proposed for regional integration will be successful. Some 4 countries have ratified the agreement which seeks to achieve economic integration by 2011 and political integration by 2013, but Guyana remains doubtful of its benefits. Here's our report.
President Barra Jagdeo says he will not sign the agreement unless further discussions on the technical aspect of the matter was held. Technical work on the proposed structure of the political union was being done by former St. Lucia Prime Minister Professor Vaughan Lewis.
I withheld judgment on any of these issues, and I'm still doing so until I've had the chance to study the technical work that's being done. He told me that Vaughan Lewis is doing some of this work. But before that technical work is done and discussed thoroughly and consulted on in national jurisdictions, I think it would be premature to speak in any definitive terms about participation in any political union.
Meanwhile, Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Patrick Manning has commenced a 36-hour tour of 5 countries in an effort to lobby them to sign the Memorandum of Understanding. This agreement was ratified by Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia at last week's CARICOM meeting held in Trinidad. According to a release from Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister's office, the heads of those countries will be briefed on the outcome of last week's talks. The meeting addressed issues relating to the single market and economy, political integration, and regional air transportation. However, Jamaican's Foreign Affairs Minister Dr. Ronald Robinson shares the same doubts as President Jagdeo about signing the agreement. He says that the agreement must be compatible with what exists in CARICOM and is looking forward to further talks with Prime Minister Manning on this issue. Manning began his Caribbean tour yesterday in the Bahamas, Belize, and Jamaica and is expected to fly to Suriname and Haiti today to meet with the heads of government. Reporting for NCN News, I am Pamela Binder.
The Grand Market at Sophia Exhibition Center is now gaining momentum as the number of patrons increase daily. The Grand Market, which is one of the major activities of the festival, provided countries and local companies with the opportunity to showcase their talent, culture, and achievements for 8 days. Here are details.
Thousands of Guyanese and visitors are now shifting their focus to the Sophia Exhibition Center, the home of CARIFESTA Grand Market. Last evening and during the course of today, many turned up at the exhibition site, combing through the various booths to get a glimpse of what the participants of CARIFESTA 10 have to offer. President Barra Jagdeo also took the opportunity last evening to visit the booths and cash in on the entertainment by musical bands from Suriname, Brazil, Montserrat, and other participating countries. Trinidad and Tobago booth displayed among other exhibits Fair Islands Achievers, Pioneers and Calypsonians, while Guyana's displays included Amazon Adventure, tourist attractions, and arts and craft. While viewing the exhibits, the head of state received mementos from the booths, including one from Suriname booth and an illustration of poetry making by the Barbados representative soon after. Other countries with booths displaying their culture and heritage were the Cayman Islands, the Bahamas, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Anguilla, the Virgin Islands, India, Montserrat, and St. Lucia. A number of local companies were also part of the Grand Market, including Unique Designs, Unprotect Guyana, Port Kaituma Creations, Cummings Leather Establishment, and Conservation International. Edward Lane, the 6 o'clock news.
Well, several businesses are recording increased sales and are confident that the visitor arrivals for CARIFESTA 10 is a main contributory factor. NCN Today spoke with some business persons who said the festival has been good for their business. Here's our report. Some businesses are confident that CARIFESTA 10 has brought about increased sales. NCN took to the streets today and visited several entities, including N&S Matai and Company Supermarket, where floor manager Ferron Ramnarain said sales have increased since last week.
What you have been finding, there were increase in shopping in the restaurant business. As well, you would find regular customers coming out and maybe even doing a little extra shopping. Family just coming in for the Carifesta season. Various hotels that normally shop here and would do a little extra shopping around this month. Maybe it's for the Carifesta.
Just a stone throw away, the Giftland Office Max store also noted increased sales, and store manager Crystal Ramdio was able to identify items visitors were purchasing the most.
Definitely yes. There are a lot more people here in the store. Definitely there is an increase in sales because of the Carifesta, and basically customers really, especially the tourists, they really love the fact that we have a lot of tourist items in our travel section. They love the clothes, they love the music, the CDs and the DVDs, so they're definitely coming down, even from the airport, they're coming down straight down to Giftland Office Max and checking out the products. Yeah, I noticed a lot of the clothing is being bought, a lot of the different items. We offer a lot of different items. Posters, we had some nice posters that just came in, back to school items. Basically, and a lot of CDs and DVDs. Mostly they're very, very excited about DVDs and CDs because it's such a great price. 5 for 1,000. It's like,
Even some visitors were on hand to showcase their purchases and commented on the low prices.
You think so?
Yeah, it's much clothes, food, everything.
Okay, good. So you will be buying stuff like to take back? You guys may seize an opportunity to buy stuff? What about you?
Yeah, we go. Good.
Caribbean and local cuisine, along with clothing, are the highlights at the Courtyard Mall on Robb Street. And manager of the Haynes store and Carifesta food bar, Olive Gopal, says the patronage from visitors has been excellent.
It's been pretty excellent, very, very excellent. We've had a lot of people coming in, and what I've noticed from observation, we have lots of new faces coming in here. Lots of foreigners have been stopping in, passing by, stopping in the mall, coming in, get their food, going.
Delivering the feature address at the opening of Mining Week, Prime Minister Samuel Hinds said with modern-day technology, life has improved significantly in some mining camps. More in this Akila Jacobs report.
Prime Minister Samuel Hinds urged the miners to utilize the technology available and prove themselves worthy of their successors 100 years ago. He said that while the miners contribute to the environmental development of Guyana, they should also seek to develop social consciousness.
Many little social and lifestyle sins that were overlooked before hold greater danger now. In addition to the usual STDs that there were before, there is now HIV/AIDS. In addition to alcohol and tobacco of earlier times, there are now the hard drugs. And there are also, in addition to maybe sticks and knives and cutlasses, there are all sorts of firearms.
The Prime Minister also reiterated that this could eliminate the struggles of present-day scourges if mining is considered good for the country. He also used the opportunity to commend the miners for their sterling contributions and the positive impact of bringing foreign exchange into the country.
Around the world, mining is essential to provide metals, gold, silver, diamonds and other precious stones for decoration and as a source of wealth, a store of wealth, iron for construction, copper and aluminium for conducting electricity, for motors, steel transmission and distribution equipment and so on. The very essential, often not thought of, non-metallurgical industrial minerals, stones, sands, clays, and limestone for cement, for building materials.
Mining Week is celebrated under the theme, the contribution of pork knockers to the development of Guyana. And the Prime Minister notes the theme is timely since Guyanese should indeed celebrate the contribution pork knockers made to the development of this country. Mining Week activities concludes on August 30th with Pork Knockers Day being held in Bartica. Reporting for the NCN News, Akila Jacobs.